politics. For many Nigerians, they don't know. And ignorantly, people think government or INEC by proxy fund political parties. And that's not true. So in terms of popularities, yes, as a political party, it's been our choice to grow organically as against having to get money back into the booth party. We have a slogan in the party: if Nigerians cannot on their own deliver themselves, so be it, we leave it. But obviously, you'll be friends, new parties, and they will come and claim to you they are the best of human beings. But the attitudes are no different from the other parties they claim to be better than. Or the clear thing about the booth party, don't take my words for it. You can go to INEC anywhere in Nigeria and just pretend to be a booth party member and judge for yourself the reception you're going to get. It's clearly we're ideologically distinctive. We have clear purpose, and the key strategic goal of the booth party is to develop Nigeria and Nigerians, and those two are key. And of course, in the past few years that we started, the key thing we do, again, is working on our strategic objectives, which is creating a political party like the Booth Party, which is going to be a vehicle for anyone or any individual who has the interest to serve the people without undue influence of money. And that's why we have used technology to drive our processing. That doesn't mean we're called a digital or technology party, but clearly I've told people before, if after 2023, if we go beyond maybe 2 more election cycles, probably the third one will definitely have e-voting in the country like Nigeria. So it's just the way it's going to be. It's the future. There is just no way about it. We can make the process more better, more efficient. We've had cases of people complaining about PVC being bought. And the question you're going to ask yourself is that, why does anyone even still need PVC today? If INEC, going by the report your reporter Akonde made earlier, where INEC official were talking about bimodal accreditation, and you ask yourself, that's a logical access control, a logical access way of accreditation. Then you still ask, why does anyone still needs to bring a PVC? Unless, even if you extend that further, we've had cases of a lot of attacks on INEC facility all over the country. Why do we have that? Because those facilities have become vulnerable, because those who attack them assume and know they house voters, permanent voters card that have not been distributed. So it can go on and on. So you're going to, the technology is out there that you can use to be able to make sure that some of the problems we are facing today can actually be totally eradicated. I mean, I don't know if you have tried it. The last time I collected money from ATM in Nigeria, I didn't use my bank card, because people may be wondering, is this guy crazy? What is he talking about? Why is he saying you don't need PVC? Yes, I collected money from ATM the last time. I only used my phone number, and they sent me an OTP. And I didn't put my ATM card. So,
Mr. Adenuga, we're still talking a bit about your party. Let's still talk about your party some more time. You're the presidential candidate, and you're also the national chairman of the party. How are you combining both roles? Yes.
Yeah, the roles, obviously, like I said in my earlier that I said earlier, we, as a party, we choose to grow organically. And what that means is that getting to the grassroots, making our party popular among people. Now, we're the only party in Nigeria, specifically Article 15, in act of leadership. So what we've encouraged is for our executives, both at ward, states, and at national level, to aim for political positions. Now, people have asked, why can't you have a different candidate for this? Why can't you have a different candidate for that? But the point here is this. It's it's not enough to just present a candidate to Nigerians. It is more important to present candidates who understand act of leadership. And the best way you're going to talk about or learn about act of political leadership, not just being a leader as a business leader, you do your own stuff. When it comes to political leadership, it's a different ballgame. Now, we encourage our members and our leaders to be in the positions of leadership, and we coach them along the process, and we encourage them to go into political offices. There is no better way to prepare any candidate for public position. But obviously, we're not naive. Let me make this clear. We're not naive to not know that you cannot win election of national significance without those who are going to carry your messages to nooks and crannies of Nigeria. It is very important. And these are what we have learned over years. We have started it. So It's clear, we know our direction, and we know where we're focusing when it comes to this election. So yes, it could be a bit tasking, if I'm being honest, to combine those two roles at this point in time. But at this critical time in the development of the Boot Party, which we call a democratic leadership operating system, it is my responsibility at this point to stand in for the party and make sure we project what the strategic objectives of the Boot Party to Nigerians.
All right, and let's get to money politics, which, as you know, which continues to mar Nigeria's electoral system. What do you think can be done, to discourage monetary inducements from politics in Nigeria?
Well, I'll be brutally honest. When it comes to this, I don't see hope in sight for now, going by what's happening. And the clear reason is simple. It's not that very straightforward, if I put it that way. If you look at the presidential system of government, right, which we practice, with all its advantages, it's actually both expensive as a tool for delivery of dividend of democracy to electorates and for emergence of credible leaders. If you become the leader of the party, you can be the prime minister of the country. So by default, the presidential system of government that we run is expensive. That is number one. Now, obviously, there are other factors that contribute to politics being about money. We are being influenced by money. Now, some of those things, of course, is the politicians, the complicit of the electoral law, the electoral guidelines not being so clear. Even INEC itself cannot be excused. So some of our own suggestion is this, without having to sound like blaming everybody. We have said at many times, and we have made position paper known, even to INEC. Number one, if you look at the Electoral Act, it's Section 288 specifically, and I know Femi quoted it in his report. But I can tell you, as a national chairman of a political party, this section of the law has been misinterpreted, not only by members of the public, but also by political party members who thinks, I don't know why they read this section this way, who thinks maybe INEC or the government of the Federal Republic give political parties money. I know a lot of people listening to me today will be like, maybe I'm lying. But you can go to INEC and ask. INEC does not give any penny, any kobo to any political party. And that is clear. Now, when that message is not out there for people to know, and people ignorantly go about thinking that, oh, their leaders, the leaders of their party have collected money from government or INEC. They don't even want to pay for membership of parties. You even ask them to make donation toward primaries. They're like, what are you talking about? I've been inundated with requests from candidates asking for them to be giving money to print posters for their own election. These are people who probably did not even pay to become candidates in the first instance. And you ask yourself, where does this problem come from? It's the ignorance of the process and also the void, in my view, that I think INEC itself has created. I don't know, you can check your report and I stand to be corrected. I cannot remember the last time INEC as an organization has come out boldly and say to Nigerians, we do not fund political parties. So the impression is going out there, people asking me, for instance, the national chairman of party, that I should give them what I was not giving. You know, so these are some of the issues. So if the conception
so who do we blame? Who do we blame for all of this?
Well, it's not down to blaming anyone. I will be careful with such words because people we personally, and the way the Boot Party has always been, we don't try to blame any particular individual, but we are Nigerians. We want a better nation for ourselves. All we need to do is to look at whatever is not working, you know, and let's see how we can redress it. It is not enough to sweep issues of national importance under the carpet in the name of I'm not to be blamed or it's the other person. Well, like the example I gave to you, we have suggested that the Electoral Act needs to be looked at again, essentially Section 88, if it needs to be worded properly. We have suggested that INEC needs to provide a lot of information out there. And we have also suggested that why do we even have PVC? Why is it necessary? The complaint every time today now is that people saying, oh, PVC, they are being bought. But the question is this, if I'm going to talk a bit technical now when it comes to ICT, when they say bimodal accreditation, let me tell you what it means. It means in terms of authentication. So authentication means to be able to prove that you are the person you claim to be. So you go on the day of election to your polling unit. It means you need something in what they call in IT, what you have. So what you have, bimodal is using either your thumbprint or your high retina to validate you. So please, Jumoke, ask me, why do you still need to present a card to be able to establish that? So if we're able to remove the idea of making PVC compulsory.
All right, Mr. Adenuga, sadly we're out of time. But finally, on a final note, you're one of the 18 candidates vying to take over power from President Buhari. How has the race been so far in less than 1 minute?
Yeah, I think it's been fun, it's been great, and it's been stressful as well. So you could imagine. And also, like you, when it comes to having to also be chairman of political parties, so I also have to address a lot of other issues at the party level. So, but it's been great, and we're happy with our progress.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Sonny Adenuga, for coming on the program today and to give us more insight into your party, Boot Party, and what your party represents. Thank you very much for coming on the program.
Thanks, Jim. Okay, I appreciate it. Bye.
All right, thank you very much for watching. That's it on Politics Tonight. Thank you very much for watching. I am Olajumoke Olatunji. Good night.
A moment. Instant breaking news from all over the globe. Live streaming of your favorite programs delivered directly to you. Watch anytime from anywhere on your mobile or smart devices. Download the